What's up, guys?
Once upon a time, an illusionist became the greatest magician in the world. For years, he was loved by the public. He could even make children cry with joy. His name was Lele, the Green-Eyed Illusionist. But sadly, one day everything was stolen from him by a fake magician, a charlatan. He goes by the name of Dandy Ace. With his mediocre performances and handsome looks, Ace, and I really don't know why, became the most loved of all magicians. Crushed by the unjust reality of his relentless destiny, Lele had no choice but to resort to the infamous cursed mirror. You have the power to create a whole new world, but for the price of your soul, the mirror said. I understand. I'm yours. Now, behold the greatest magic trick of all time! And so, out of nowhere, when no one was expecting, Lele imprisoned his longtime arch enemy. In the blink of an eye, Ace was gone, trapped inside the cursed mirror.
Yo guys, what's up? In the process of trying to fix my hack, just give me like 5 seconds and you'll see me again, okay? I just wanted to look better. Hey, yo, what's up? I'm trying to get... I need to OCD this angle, you know? Whoop, whoop. Ah! Is that good enough? Do you need to see my head, guys? Do you need to see my hair? There's my hair. Okay, we're good? We're good. Alright, welcome to a look at Dandy Ace. His face honestly reminds me, I just did that for like 4 runs, which was essentially 4 minutes, just to make sure everything was working well. Anyway, Dandy Ace is a, it is a action roguelike game. Okay, let me scroll down here. I'll tell you guys exactly what the game is, off reading it off the Steam page, like a true connoisseur. Dandy Ace is an over-the-top, fast-paced action roguelike and experiences that follow the fabulous magician seeking to try and combine his magical cards whilst fighting and looting his way to defeat the green-eyed illusionist Lele, who has imprisoned him in a cursed mirror. While battling your way through Lele's ever-changing palace, combine different cards and more than 1,000 possibilities, each with their own playstyles and powers. Every run provides new challenges and combinations of players to explore as they progress closer to Lele. Players Dandy Ace, the amazing hero, and survive. Blah, 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 blah. Fast-paced, 2D, isometric, action,
Oh my! Can I trust my eyes?
roguelike.
Is that the legendary magician, Dandy Ace?
Dandy Ace. Yes.
You seem familiar.
'Tis I,
Can you tell me what
Dandy Ace.
No, I am.
He looks very anime.
Familiar. I'm 100% certain.
Cause
The other guy. What's his name again? A great magician, yes. Lele, the Green-Eyed Illusionist.
definitely not. I trust this guy. This guy's my homie. I trust him.
I believe he built this ever-changing palace just to defeat you.
Lele, huh? Doesn't ring any bells.
Think harder. He's pretty famous.
How do I leave this place, old timer? I got You're either the
And magic tricks.
Two greatest magicians of
Oh, yay. Woohoo. Cool. Make it to the end. You left your cards here. Cool. Let's go. Sorry, I'm very impatient, and especially with a roguelite. I can tell you honestly, don't care about the story one bit. I do want to change this ability to here. So how this game works, as I've gathered so far, is you have the main aspect of the ability, so dashing, strike. But then you can also add something like this to the bottom. So you'll still have the dashing ability, but somehow now you have the... I don't know how this would work. Okay, cool. So that's how it interacts. Now I can just dodge around and it'll shoot out these little cards that hurt the enemies. So there's some very interesting combinations you can do right off the bat. I mean, this is cool. Is it how I want to fight it and how I want to use this power? Hell no. So let's put that back there. And let's see. Now if I add this in here, what happens then? I have no idea. Does not seem to actually do anything. Just get a weak. Oh, so the attacks will just have a weak pushback. Okay, and if that comes in here, it'll just knock them back where you land. So what I have noticed in just those few runs I've done, just to test things out, is that some of the attacks don't, or some of the combinations don't actually have a visual effect, but will still work, which is cool. Like, I'm glad it doesn't just disable it because there's no visual effect, but like, give me a visual effect, man. I'm not enjoying this. This combination of abilities that we have right now. Feeling a bit overwhelmed. Outpaced. Terrible at dodging. So now I get a little cupcake and a crescendo firework. I have no idea what that is. But yeah, we have a crescendo firework, guys. And a little cupcake that restores some HP. So it does really seem like that's not the direction I want to dodge into. So it does really seem like there is going to be quite interesting combinations. As you can see, just by combining our primary attack right now and our dodge, you can get a very nice little bonus for your attacks. Shocking arrival. A dash that deals damage. So now we have this Y dash and this A dash. So when we're in a fight, we can do that. Dodge out of it. Dodge out of it. Use that dodge. Use this dodge. Use that dodge. Use this dodge. So now we have more than one way of actually dodging and dashing. Courageous and caring. It's funny enough, having two ways to dash is making me dash more and get hit more. Where's the logic in that? So yeah, my ass has been kicked by this game quite a few times so far today, and I would not like to keep repeating it, but I have shown you just the brief interaction.
Are you surprised?
I'm back to the beginning?
It's called the ever-changing palace for a reason. Every time you are
That means I'm
Yeah,
trapped.
it's a roguelike. Yeah, yeah, we need to beat the boss to get out. Cool. What the hell is this? What? A shoots a comet that explodes in a large area and charms the enemies. So yellow cards seem to be more directed in CC, which is pretty cool. So charm seems to have them not attack me until I attack them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you can't dodge towards, or you probably can. I just haven't gotten it right yet. Towards projectiles to use, let's say, iframes. Let's try. Hip up. Nope, still get hit. And how with this one? Nope, still get hit. Okay, so you can't dodge through projectiles. You don't actually get iframes. Which, like, take it as everyone has preferences. So take it however you like. But that for me is that kind of really sucks. I really don't like that. So our entire point in this look at episode is just what is Dandy Ace? How does Dandy Ace play? What does it feel like? What games? What game does it remind me of? Which in this case is, I'm pretty sure the game that it reminds most people of. Because they won't attack each other while they're charmed. And just to get a general understanding of what the game is and essentially whether you should buy it.
I think those creatures came with a defect. I'll send
Wait, what? Oh, so that upgraded my starburst.
your elite mobs next time.
Oh, honesty, screw my starburst. Starburst, yo, you want to be like a secondary skill on this?
No open sesame can help you there. No keys. No entry.
So far the game feels responsive. It's got good voice acting. A mediocre cast, honestly. Generic main enemy, dashing main character, and Other than that, it feels decent. Like it doesn't feel amazing. Paulie, shut up! You're losing. Yeah. Have you been here before? It's kind of what I do. Is suck at video games. Oh. Boom. A blueprint for crescendo fireworks. What? In any case, so movement and stuff, like his animation looks dumb as hell when he's running. Just please, for a moment, stare at him. That does. When he's standing still, he looks like he kind of fits in the wall, but when he's moving, he looks like he doesn't.
Nobody expects the Minion Inquisition.
Alright, you can't dodge towards enemies to dodge. Once again, can't dodge towards enemies to dodge. Come here, little bunny rabbit.
Oh, nice. I mean, that was super lame. You're an awful magician.
I try to dodge.
No.
Dude, like that's gonna be impossible to learn. I've just been conditioned for my entire gaming life that you can dodge using iframes. I hate not having iframes, I'll be honest. That's like a big dampener right now in the experience.
See if you survive this.
And I'm sure there will be a skill that gives you dodge some iframes.
Someone's looking tired.
But I feel like, what the hell is that? What? Big bubble. Longer you hold the shot, the bigger and faster it becomes. Bubble trouble. Brace yourselves for another death, by the way. I'm kind of enjoying just rushing through this game and trying to get to all the various hard combinations that we can unlock so far. Yeah, this was pretty cool. This one kind of feels like the bow from Hades. And guys, if you're a roguelite fan and you think that the next can't dodge across the wall because this isn't Hades. Okay, so case in point, if you are a roguelite fan and you enjoyed Hades but you don't like it very much, I feel sorry for you, because for the next very long, to say the least, all games are going to be compared to Hades. I really want to check out that mirror thing.
You'll find this next area rather.
I wouldn't actually mind just dying, because I'll be honest, I really just want to see what other cards they have. It's kind of a pity that we died on the previous one before I could test out that other card. So, the next 5 to 10 to 20, if ever it ends, games will be compared with Hades. It is just, if you're a roguelite developer, all your shit's going to be compared to, like, things were compared to Isaac, and how things are compared to Gungeon, and things are compared to Nuclear Throne. It is just going to keep happening forever, because that's how good that game is and how big of a following. Most places gave it their game of the year, which is absolutely insane. And Paulie, stop talking about a different game while you're playing a new game. I can't help it, because this game just feels like an inferior version of the game I'm talking about. A game that already exists. So if you do like the other game that I keep talking about, and you want something similar but not exactly the same, this will do for you. But for me right now, this is, I haven't played Hades to death, so I'd much rather just be playing Hades, you know? I don't like the fact that the dodge is an ability that's on a cooldown. Like, I feel like...
Dare you? Go back inside and stay trapped. Just stand
Whatever.
still for 1 second. I dare you. That's off limits, and you'll never find the key.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm going to find the key. Spoiler alert, you can find the keys. I think it's the first time... Okay, you can't dodge through bullets! My God, that's frustrating! Lord almighty, that is just Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Not having iframes and being able to dodge through those bullets is taking a real big wee on my enjoyment of this game. And what is this? Okay, how far you've gotten? Okay. That's pretty cool. Enemies you've killed. They are cute. I'm not gonna argue. Is this just Haunter? What is Haunter's evolution? I'm gonna say Grimstroke. Why the hell would I be on Dota Brain? I did just watch the anime, by the way. Not just last night. Good lord, what is his name? Anyway, Haunter's evolution with swords and blue. This is Bomberman? Revenge of the Bomberman? Yo. Okay. Okay. That's cool.
You can't go back.
Let's actually try this time.
Ahead you'll go, and soon you'll face your doom.
Now, what I was trying to say earlier about the dodge is I don't like the fact that the dodge is an ability that's on a cooldown. Like, especially if it's not going to give you iframes. It just essentially becomes the mobility ability that doesn't give you iframes. So even if you... It's less of an oh shit button and a more oh I need to keep track of where I am and what decisions I'm making on positioning and so forth. Which, yeah, granted, probably more high skill. Not gonna so much of my muscle memory is dodging through enemies. Oh, good lordy. I'm really struggling not trying to dodge through enemies. It's really tough, guys. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie. But I am enjoying the just moment to moment gameplay. Is fun. I just can't help but compare it as an inferior Hades, which, as I was saying earlier, is going to be happening for the rest of the existence of most games. Is this the bubble one? Yeah. Like, if you're a roguelike developer now, I feel sorry for you. I just tried to dodge through the enemies again. Wait a minute. Wait, I'm trying to figure something out with a dodge here quick. Okay, can you die? I need less threats so I can mess around here. Alright, so the arrow's pointing that way, so when I dodge, it's going that way. But if I'm charging an ability and I try and change direction... I don't know, it feels weird. So you dodge in the direction of the arrow, which is the left analog stick. But it feels like sometimes, like the fact that I can't dodge through this is driving me mad. I feel like sometimes you don't actually dodge the way you're not actually facing the direction you think you're facing, although it's the direction that your analog is pointing. Does that make sense? Okay, maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe I don't make sense. Maybe I'm the problem, as always. Completely up to that interpretation. No, I want toxicity on. It just essentially adds poison damage. Put on that because it's got a nice big fan. So it doesn't actually add the visual effect to the attack. Like the attack doesn't become green or anything like that. But it does actually add poison. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, there's a lot of cool stuff happening here. Is it more cool stuff than other games on the market that this is trying to compete with? And whether you're actively trying to compete with a different game or not is completely irrelevant and beside the point. Because whether you want competition or not, competition exists if you're making a similar game.
You can only get in if you find the keys. And I'm glad to inform you I hid them deep inside the palace.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I can still go that way, right? Seems like there's a mini boss or something over there. Can I now? I can. Okay. Oh, it's a shop, not a mini boss. Reshuffle all cards with 240 gold. Wait, why don't I have a lot of gold? Unlock Niftar when you visit Niftar's tent. Quick wagon shop. Okay. Now I see what the shop looks like.
What do you call a dog who does magic tricks? A houndini.
Wow, that actively hurt my feelings.
That's a poisonous cupcake. Stay away.
But yo, it isn't though. Is that out of range? No, hit it. Okay, so now that I can actually blink over this, it does feel a lot better. The movements around the field. I have taken a lot of damage in that fight because that was a really awkward like room setup.
One. But can you take all of them at the same time?
Oh, that's unfortunate. Did I just blink through an attack and get hit anyway? Hang on, what happened there? I have to run it back. Guys, run it back. Quickly go back. 5 seconds and then let me know in the comments what happened with that first interaction. No! I want some iframes, man. I feel like I'm still getting hit by attacks that I'm... And granted, I'm dodging into them occasionally.
That wasn't fair. You used a forbidden card.
Titan Punch. Ace attacks with giant punches. The second punch stuns enemies and the third punch stuns and deals more damage. So now you can come in here. Let's put that Titan Punch over there. Alright, it's not going to make a... Wait, let's first just see what they look like by themselves. I feel like I'm playing Hades. And then if we swap these around... What is this? Banquet hall.
Only you want
Okay, so now we're going to the next floor. I got you. Card get more than one upgrade effect depending on the color of upgraded card. Pink cards are basic attack skills. Do I get some HP back for traveling to the next floor? Oh, hi.
Mr. Ace, I finally found you.
Jolly, jolly.
Jolly, jolly. Are you hurt?
Mister, the day I get hurt falling through a cursed mirror is the day I won't make our show happen. And that's never, if you didn't catch that.
Thanks for always making the show happen, Jolly.
You're very late, Mr. Ace. While you were
My dear, a magician is never late. Plus, I wasn't taking any longer to get here than what was strict
to be dazzling and splendid.
perfection. Your powers of observation.
No surprise there, right? So listen to me on this. When you defeat enemies, some of them will...
These things I've been collecting.
When you bring them to me, I can unlock... Oh, and by the way, the cards and trinkets you found last time are now gone. Blueprints you found, those you can keep. Bring me shards and blueprints, and I'll help...
Tea Potion Sachet. Unlocks Tea Potion that can be used at any time. Random pink card. Gold credit. Crescendo Fireworks.
Thank goodness, Mr. Ace. For a moment, I never thought I'd see you again.
Really?
Have I ever made it to stage any later than right on time, Jenny?
You never disappoint us, Mr. Ace.
Jolly really found the time to build.
I know, right? She's always...
I'm just glad to see you girls okay in such a weird place.
Aw, thanks, Mr. Ace. And you're the greatest magician of all time. No matter what the Green-Eyed Evil Man says.
So, what kind of...
Oh, I can use it to store...
Superb.
Ooh, no.
That's it?
I'm not sure...
I don't care about your law. Also, 10 6 without taking damage is amazing. Cost 80% more damage. Interesting.
Well done. You've passed the first test.
Easy peasy, lemon
get too cocky. Behind me is the banquet hall.
It's fine. I'll get it, because my name is Ace.
A man of multiple talents, I see.
Oh, I could use some delivery. Where's the food in the banquet?
Well, there's food, just not for you. The palate. Be careful.
Wait. How long is a run? Because I'm also assuming that as
I'm sure you will find this
you
next
go.
area rather interesting.
Oh, so it just essentially had a weaken effect on them. I do like my bubble attack though. I think bubble attack's also just doing more damage. Huh? It does tell you here what it does. Creates vulnerability. Maybe I should swap these two around. Get the vulnerability on the AoE that I spam most often.
Think that fabulous cape will protect you? Spoiler alert, it won't.
And then while they're vulnerable, get the poison. That bubble went the wrong way. Yeah, feels like a cool combo, and I'm really enjoying the interesting ways you can combine your abilities and shuffle their effects around.
Magicians don't rely on junk they find in the streets. Why would you even open it?
All right, explosive cards and dazzling ray. Dazzling ray by itself. Dazzling might. Which stuns? Do I want explosions or stun? I think I might actually just want explosions that stun.
What is a magician?
Let's see how this there are homing attacks everywhere. Oh, and these guys can teleport as well. And these fireballs go through the wall. Alrighty. I am learning. Seems balanced.
I predicted you'd be using those cards. Attack him! What? No! Don't drop that cupcake.
No. I think I keep... I think I figured out what makes me feel like I'm not aiming or shooting in the direction I'm trying to, or blinking in the right direction after. It's because while you're actually attacking, you can't
How did you get
move
Get him and throw him in the
because of the channeling attacks, and I think that's actually caused me a lot more harm than I might have thought at the start. Yeah, sure. That seemed fun. Hoop. Nailed it. Easiest game of my life.
I wouldn't bother with the chest. It's screaming low-level loot.
Okay, so more haste. And now what can I do with this? Just leave it there? Because I got more speed now. And map-wise, is there anything that indicates that I can heal? Oh, you can probably play on and then come back for that 500 HP heal over there. That'd be pretty clever if you end up taking some damage at you.
Murder you. That's off limits. And you'll never find the key.
Yeah, I haven't actually found any of the keys. Yeah, the crowd control abilities are really that sucked. The crowd control abilities are really cool. I do quite enjoy them. I took a lot of damage on that room. One more hit and I'm dead. Really, you wouldn't say so.
Followers, we've been over this. Kill the guy with the pink hat.
No. Okay, so there I was trying to dodge backwards and I actually ended up dodging towards them. because of the direction I was still looking in.
Come on! Who brings a cupcake to a fight?
So that was actually... We're slowly learning, slowly getting more and more used to it. I just don't like how it doesn't operate the way that you would think it does. It actually feels a bit awkward. Like there, I was actually holding the trigger to move backwards and I actually ended up dashing forward, and there again. No, again. Okay, so I think that's it for well, what is this? Dandy Ace. Guys, like, okay, let's go through this quick. Look, I don't know if you can actually see that, Johnny bro. Anyway, so characters, generic and cringy. Writing, cringy. Skills, cool and interesting. I do like the fact that you can get a dash with a blink that gives you movement speed eventually then, and other things like the AoE stun, or the AoE ability that you can add a stun element to then have an AoE stun. AoE or an AoE attack, add the weaken, AoE weaken attack, AoE poison attack, and so forth. Like, that is really cool. And the fact that I could add the cards to the dodge ability, and then I don't know if I was actually in this or in one of the 4 runs I did just testing the recording, but you can add this card ability, this one. Actually, just show you guys here quick. You can add the card ability to this. So now when you dash, it'll actually, where you land, it shoots out. I can just show you quickly. Where you land, it'll shoot out cards, which is really cool. It can be like an added little supplementary damage. And if you have like 4 of these blinks that do this, some really cool things can happen. You guys can just kill me. But like, that is really cool, and I'm curious to see what cool and interesting combinations you can come up with, and overpowered combinations you can come up with. But I honestly don't think I'll be playing any more of this really. I might be interested to check it out again. Definitely not in this recording session because I got to do some Isaac stuff as well. And I'm making a video on Tarkov that has been taking up a lot of time. Just the script has taken up a ton of time. And anyway, so gameplay wise, 7 out of 10. Story wise, character wise, cringy. If you're into the cringy, really bad punny jokes that literally made my eyes roll so hard I could hear them rattling around in my skull, then cool, 10 out of 10 for you. For me, that was like a 3 or 4 for writing. Voice acting was really good. Character designs are interesting. Abilities are really cool, and skill combinations you can do is really cool. And it seems like a very 7 out of 10 game for me, in my opinion. Where in this case, I would just much rather go and play Hades, because this feels like, and this came out before Hades, it would have done really well. But unfortunately, it has to follow in the shadows of a SuperGiant. And SuperGiant makes incredible games, and everything's just going to be compared to Hades for forever, probably. Especially in the roguelite sphere. So, for me, this game is very average. It does what it's supposed to do. If you wanted to, it does what it's supposed to do. Gameplay feels decent. I'm sure if you get used to it, you won't just blink into walls like I do and get hurt and get frustrated. I'm pretty sure if you play it more and you get to the cool combinations and combos, you'll have a good time. I might try that. We'll see how it goes. But for now, this was our look at Dandy Ace Dandy. What is this thing called? I love how I'm like asking questions like someone's actually going to answer me. What is this game called? Dandy Ace, not Ace Dandy. This has been Dandy Ace. This has been a look at Dandy Ace. Severe 7 out of 10 for me. Does some things really well and just other things exactly how you'd expect them, which unfortunately in these days and in the competitive field of roguelites that this game is in, just isn't good enough to stand out whatsoever. Anything wrong with it? No. Nothing's wrong with this game. If you want to play it, play it. It's probably going to be fun. You're probably going to get some really cool combinations and things like that. But it's the same as that wizard game where you could combine powers as well. Feels like the same thing, just in a different skin. And that wizard game for me, Wizards of Legend, I think it was called. Also just hit... If Isaac and Enter the Gungeon and everything else is like a bullseye, these roguelites hit like the third line out of the bullseye. It's not a miss. It's not terrible. It's not the end of the world. It's not horrible. It's just nothing special. And unfortunately, you have to be special to stand out in this field. In any case, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the content. Check out the rest of the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.